welcome to the latest edition of It's Not Only Zebedee, Boings. And this is the first of a new series of shorter programmes looking at the history of West Bromwich Albion. Now today we feature Alistair Robertson and look back to the day when he made his first team debut back in October 1969. Now this interview was recorded at a West Bromwich Albion Memories Hub at the Hawthorns.
I was so lucky that at 17 and a month I got picked to play for the first team against Man United, against Georgie Best, Bobby Charlton, Nobby Stiles. And like, you think, how lucky was that? Well, on the Friday we used to go upstairs, they used to put the team on the board, don't they? So they used to put first team, second team, third team. So because I'm in the reserves, I've looked at the reserves and I'm dropped. That's what I actually thought. Next thing I looked, just as I looked at the first team, Alan Ashman shouted me in, I'm playing in the first team tomorrow. Like you can't believe it. Like, what, the first team? He went, yeah, you're playing the first team. So I'm thinking, good God, I better go home. So I phoned my dad to tell him that I'd been picked for the first team. He says, okay, Alan Ashman's been on the phone to me already. They're flying us down tomorrow morning to bring you to the game. So like, you think, how great. And the first thing my dad says, right, you've got to go to bed at 9 because you've got to get a good sleep and everything. Now, can you imagine this in this day and age? Like, we used to go to the pub down the road in Handsworth. I had to get the 75 bus at 11:15 to get to the pub at Handsworth, just down the road there, for pre-match dinner. And you got there, you got steak, and that was it. And I used to sit there watching what all the first team were eating. So eat the same as what they ate. If they had a bit of toast, I'll have a bit of toast. If they had 2 bits of toast, I'll have a bit of toast. And you used to watch and do whatever they did. But it was just fantastic to be part of it. And then when you start the game, and I always remember again my dad telling me, when you go out on that pitch, do not look at the crowd. He says it'll be full, do not look at the crowd. And since the first day I've ever played, and maybe that's why a lot of supporters think I don't give too much back, I would never look at the crowd. I'd always walk out, my dad, concentrate on that. Forget that. Those things are the noisy, forget that. And so crowds never bothered me. So when I went out, and I wasn't, you get the heart goes, doesn't it? Like your old heart goes. But my first tackle was against George Best, and I won it, and you think, oh, I've done that. And then all of a sudden you just get a little bit more confidence and everything goes okay. And we were lucky, we won 2-1 in front of 45,000. You couldn't have thought or couldn't have started a better game. Absolutely brilliant. But the great thing for me, John Kay, I'm taking his place. He put his arm round me and everything. Tell me what I've got to do. Tell me what I should do. This is what you've got to do. Don't bother what they tell you. This is what you've got to do. And he used to tell you. He was absolutely brilliant, wasn't he?
Alistair Robertson there, talking at one of the Albion Memories groups. Now, during the lockdown, these memory groups haven't been able to take place at the Hawthorns, but the Albion Memory Group and the Albion Hub regularly meet virtually on Zoom. So why not see if you can join us at one of those meetings. Now, for the record with Alistair Robertson, Albion won that game 2-1, and he went on to have a fantastic career, of course. The press after that game noted it was a big ordeal for 17-year-old new boy Alistair Robertson, but the young Scot, after the quiet start, grew in confidence and showed his promise as a sweeper, with well-timed tackles and good interceptions. Ali Rob went on to play over 500 games for West Bromwich Albion, a fantastic achievement. That's it from this edition of It's Not Only Zebedee, Boings. Very much hope you've enjoyed the programme and join us again soon.